In the enrichment class today, we will be discussing about the mathematical approach to the solid state. Remember, in the regular classes, we have already discussed about the conceptual and mathematical derivation of the solid state. Today, our mathematical approach will be mostly on the numericals. We will be solving the numericals. Since today is the first day of that, we will be solving comparatively easier ones, and slowly, as we get used to those numericals, we will be going into the difficult ones. But we have to recall all the formulas that we have already gone through during this process. So let us begin the numerical problems of the solid state. Initially, today we will begin with the problems such as the density of the unit cell. Remember, the working formula for the density of unit cell is D is equal to Z into M divided by NA into A cube. So based on this formula today, mostly we are going to solve most of the problems. So let me write down the first problem, then we are going to solve it. Remember, today initial problems will be based on this. Let me remind you, this is the number of atoms in a unit cell. So Z value for simple cube will be 1. For simple cubic unit cell, it will be 2 for BCC, it should be equal to that. It should be 4 for FCC. Na is the Avogadro's number that we all know. This one is the age of unit cell. And this one is, of course, the molecular mass of unit cell. So based on this formula, we are going to solve initial problems. First problem for today goes like this. The question is, an element, you also write it down, an element atomic mass equal to 60, having FCC means face centered structure has a cell edge of 400 picometer. What is the density? The question is, what is the density? This is given Avogadro number, we all know, although it is given 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. So now, remember, we have to solve it using that formula only, which we have just written. So let us see. So solving this type of problems are not difficult at all. Maybe 4 options will be given. So it is, as we know, D is equal to Z into M divided by NA into A cube. Now age is given as 400 picometer. So A is basically, a picometer is given, so it is 400 into 10 to the power minus 10 centimeter. That we can see. Now we have been given us the value of Na, which we all know is given 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. Now M, atomic mass is given as 60. Z, what should be the Z value? Here it is FCC structure, so it should be 4. So Z value should be 4. Now let us put all these values. D should be equal to 4 into 60 divided by 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 into, that is A cube, remember, 400 into 10 to the power minus 10, this one should be cube. Now you can calculate. Obviously, since it is we are finding out density, so the answer will be gram per centimeter cube, because we have taken this one converting picometer into centimeter. So calculate this much, how much it is. We are getting 6.23 gram per centimeter cube as an answer. So the simple formula will give rise to these answers. Next question is also quite similar. The question goes like this. An element crystallizes in a structure, having FCC unit cell with edge length of 200 picometer. Calculate its density. If 200 gram of this element contains 24 into 10 to the power 23 number of atoms. Let's see. So let us first analyze the problem once again. Here it is given FCC. So as for the formula, which is D is equal to Z into M by NA into A cube. See Z, it is obviously 4. M and A directly not given, but it is given that 200 gram of this element contains this many atoms. Earlier what we used to say, that if the molecular mass is M, it is containing NA number of atoms, Avogadro number. So here also, if this is the M, then this is similar to the Avogadro number, although it is not same. Means in molecular weight, if the Avogadro number of atom remains, so in this much of gram of element, this much of atom will remain. So this can be written in place of M that we are writing 200 divided by this should be written in place of Avogadro number 24 into 10 to the power 23 into A, that is 200, that means it is 200 into 10 to the power 10 minus 10 will be whole cube of it. So now you calculate. Obviously it will be gram per centimeter cube. Calculate this much. So after calculation we are getting 41.67 gram per centimeter cube. So this problem is just the carbon copy of the previous problem with a slight change over here. The next problem is a new type, one can say. Carefully read the question. The question is, an alloy of copper, gold and silver is found to have copper forming simple cubic structure, silver atom occupy edge centers and AU, that is gold, is at body center. What is the formula of this alloy? What is the formula? So it's absolutely new type. It's not the case which we have seen just few minutes back, which is the case of determining density. So for this we have to revisit the number of atoms and the volume of it present within the unit cell. So all of you pause the video here, just reopen the copy, see over there that the spherical atoms which you are considering, how much they do contribute within the unit cell. Then you solve this. So suppose for that, if we take one unit cell, and say that this one is gold, this one is say copper, and this one is, what is remaining, that is silver. Now let us put them into this unit cell. First of all, let us start with silver only. Silver atom occupy edge centers. So this is the center of the edge. This is also the center of the edge. 4. Again, here also. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are 12 edge centers. So the contribution for silver, that there are 12 atoms present in this unit cell and they are at edge center. We will calculate later on. Then let us put this one, which is gold, that is present at the body center. That means present here only. The presence of AU. Then copper. So how many body center atoms are present? Only 1. Now the copper. Copper is forming simple cubic structure. So we are assuming that they are at the corners of the atom. So the copper will be here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the scenario. So how many copper? 8. But as we know, the contribution of these spherical atoms within the unit cell will not be fully. The corner atoms, as we know, what is the contribution of the corner atoms? Each contributes 1/8. So the volume of only one spherical atom will be within the unit cell. In case of AU, that is gold, it is fully within. The body center atom contributes 1. And in case of silver, we know these atoms is shared by 4 such unit cells. One here, one on just underneath this, one towards us. So it is shared by 4 unit cells. So it should be multiplied by 1 by 4. So 3. So we can observe that these 3 of the silver, gold and copper, if this forms the alloy, in each of these 3 silver atoms will be present, 1 gold and 1 copper. So the formula should have been Cu, that is Ag3 Au. This should be the formula. That is the formula of the alloy. Next one for today, related to the problem that we have last solved. The question is, here I will give you the options as well. The question is, in a CCP lattice, that is comparable with FCC as we know, CCP lattice of X, Y and Z atoms X atoms are present at the corners Y atoms at face centers. Then what will be the formula of the compound if one of the X atoms from a corner is replaced by Z atoms. See the question carefully. Options are also given. So here I am writing the option as well. It is X7, Y24, Z2. Option B is X7, Y24, Z only. Option C, X24, Y7, Z. Option D is X, Y24, Z. Let us see. So while solving the problem, first let us visualize the situation of this lattice. It is an FCC lattice, CCP or FCC I can say. So this is a cubic unit cell. Now let us visualize. It will make the job easier. So we have this Y atoms at face centers, fine. So suppose these are the Y atoms. So these are at face centers. 1, 2, 3, 4. One towards us, one behind us. Okay. Then X atoms present at the corners. X is present at the corner. So this is X present at the corner. So this one is X. What will be the formula of the compound if one of the X atom is replaced by Z? So first let us calculate when the Z is not arrived yet. So in case of Y, how many? 6. So there are 6 atoms. We know number of atoms into let us rewrite. We know what is the formula, number of atoms into contributed volume. So for Y, which is present at the phase center, so for Y, the number of atoms will be 6. Contributed volume, each of them will contribute how much? This will be shared by 2 unit cell, so the contributed volume is half, so the 3 atoms will be present. In case of X rather, there are 8 atoms. We know corner atoms will contribute how much? 1/8. So this is 1. So in the normal circumstances, the formula should have been X, Y, 3. I hope you agree. See this case. Now, if one of the X atom is replaced by Z, so suppose any one of them, suppose this one, is replaced by Z, suppose this is Z. So under this scenario, how many X will remain? It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 only. So here the number of atoms will be 7 and this value will be 7 by 8, right? And there will be a new atom which is in the form of Z. I should have been written that one in red actually. So in case of Z, color will let you know which one I am talking about. So Z, you can see it is only 1, number is only 1 and it is present at the corner, so its contribution will be 1 by 8. So it is 1 by 8 only. So this is the scenario now. Under these circumstances, what should be the formula? So this was the old formula. Under the new case, it should be X 7 by 8, of course. If I rewrite here, X 7 by 8, Y 3 and Z 1 by 8. We know that atoms the number of atoms in a molecule in a formula will not be like 7 by 8 or 1 by 8. So it should be a whole number. So in order to maintain that, it should be X 7, Y 24, Z 1. That means only Z. So this should be the final formula. According to this, I think this answer is correct, the option B.